What's going on, YouTube? A rather gorgeous day out here in Miami, Florida, and I just I just wanted to get some things off my chest, and that is to say that there there definitely are a lot of things wrong with today's modern day. I want to say that there is such a thing as things being too comfortable, and just a lot wrong that just went right up under our noses that weren't so messed up back in, I would say a little over 10 years ago. Everything just started to go downhill in such a way that it just kind of hit us in a big significant way after the whole COVID thing. Really, we need a reset, to be honest. We need just a big societal reset. I think things are just too convenient. Things are just too easy for us. There's no sort of struggle or hardship, and we really need that as humans to thrive and be strong. We kind of shoot ourselves in the foot trying to make everything convenient and trying to automate everything to the point where now we're just kind of, I feel like society as a whole is just kind of sitting in its own filth, if that makes any sense. And we're just too damn comfortable to go on ahead and fix and address the things that we have put ourselves into, really. It's really evident, honestly, with IRL friends that I used to have, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but it's kind of funny that back like 10 years ago, maybe in the 2010s, people would be so excited to meet up and everything if you got in touch with old friends that you haven't touched up with in a while. And they'd be like, oh yeah, come through the crib, yeah, let's make plans. Totally, dude. Like, it was such a different vibe. And now it's just, oh yeah, well, I never really come out the house and this and that. And then you try to hang out, like, hey, what's up? Well, what's good? We finna hang out. And they're like kind of not really all that excited, and it's like, damn. I've had already several IRL friends where I'm just like, what gives? Like, I don't think I even know bro anymore, And one can say, yeah, sure. I think the economy being as messed up as it is a big part of it, and it discourages people from going out as much as they'd like to. But I think it's also, like I've said before, people have just gotten too comfortable when COVID slided around and everyone just kind of had to be remote with whatever endeavors they were going through, whether work or businesses and all that, however it is that they want to move along in their lives. And so I think it's just, we need to catch ourselves slipping, and most of us just don't really ever come to that phase where we realize things are too comfy. I think, like, getting out of your comfort zone once in a while, a little bit of change, it's just so weird, because I remember when I was little and things, like, I was not a big fan of change when I was little, and now I find myself being the opposite way, where the idea of change excites me, and everybody else is acting like how I was when I was little. Just a big reversal situation, really. It's pretty frustrating, really, that, oh man, that I used to hate the idea of change when I was little. I used to hate abrupt things, but now I welcome it because everything kind of happens for a reason. And it's unfortunate that I try to catch up with others, and others are just kind of caught up in the whim of whatever era we're in now, everything's just kind of in limbo, and it's just messed up, man. Nobody is really excited to see anyone anymore. Everyone's all eternally on, like just terminally online. It feels like so many people are just much more excited to be behind the computer screen typing up a storm and starting drama even than to go and just see a friend that they haven't touched up with in a while. It's just so messed up. People are just more, I have no words for it. They're more excited to have online interactions than to be face to face. And it's crazy that somebody who's an introvert, who has been an introvert for like the longest time, to be sounding like I'm sounding like an extrovert, like I want to be around people, and people just are like, well, I'm not really excited to be in person because I thought I was an introvert, and come to find out there are people who are just way less social than I was, and we just need a reset. We need to go back to old times where inconveniences motivated us to actually get around and see each other, because those were the golden days where online did existed, but like it wasn't everything. It didn't take over. It didn't become super convenient, where I think that was like kind of like the sweet spot era. Like having internet is important. Obviously, we want to have communications in case we can't be physically present with each other. But I think what happens is that when things are made too easy, then we get comfortable and we end up shooting ourselves in the foot, just like we're doing now. So I think, I don't know what it's gonna take, but maybe I'm the only one who feels this way, that things are just too damn easy for your average Joe to just do things online and just never come out of the house, that there just isn't like our own willpower is being killed. Like we humans innately have willpower to survive, and our survival instincts are not being pushed enough because everything is so damn easy. So then it just makes us into the hermits that we are, and this is just unnatural, honestly. It happens everywhere, really. Like communities are moving to online, and there just isn't any togetherness. There's just a lack of community, a lack of communication, a lack of feeling human, really. So I don't know, man. It's messed up. I'm wanting things to, I don't know, like I said, I don't know what it's gonna take. Maybe I'll just put this video out if anyone else is feeling the same way. Just had to get this out of my chest. Happens everywhere, just with all kinds of communities, especially with the gaming community. If you notice, my channel does have gaming content, so I've been trying to dabble in starting South Florida, some sort of South Florida scene that likes like old retro fighting games and stuff like that. Maybe non-fighters could also, and it's especially prevalent in the fighting game communities where they just want to play online all the time. And it's just like, you don't want to ever slide by or just hang out, and actually, like, gone are the days of good old couch play. And now it's just all bad. It's just all online, all banter, all just, it's all a simulation. Real life itself has become a simulation. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So just gonna put this out there if anyone is into like old classic fighting games, Marvel 2, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tournament Fighters. I'll be having them play throughout this video, and yeah, just putting this out there. If there's anyone interested in the South Florida area, if anyone wants to probably start a local scene. That'd be nice because having internet friends is cool. It is cool, but it can only go so far. At the end of the day, we are humans, and we do need real life, like actual connection. And we're really losing that big part of ourselves in the midst of all this technological advancement and convenience. And I'm just not a big fan of it. I think we humans, we need a little bit of inconvenience and a little bit of, you know, a little bit of that old school vibe to kind of keep us going, because it keeps us motivated. We forget that we are social animals at the end of the day. Even if we claim to be introverted and, oh my god, I don't mind being by myself. You know, I am introverted myself and I do like my privacy, but eventually enough is enough and I will need to hang out with somebody. So, yeah, I just felt like I had to get that off my chest. I have plans for New Year's. New Year's, I got some content lined up. So be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna start a bit of a reactception kind of series. If that goes well, I might be encouraged to do more. We'll see how that goes. That will be released around New Year's. I will release that on a week by week basis. See how those videos pan out. So subscribe to be in tune for those.